Hello and welcome to the Home Biz Network. I'm your host, Renee Johnson. And look, today we're going to be discussing some steps to success within our Valentus home-based business. This is the first in a series of updates from RJTeam1 that we're building, and we're going to be using these steps to become successful within our Valentus home-based business. Okay, now, step one is this. We're going to first of all, I want you to actually log into your website, your replicating website that Valentus has offered you to promote, okay? Now, I want you to log into your website, whatever your username is, .myvalentus.com, okay? I'll give you a second to do that. I want you to follow along with me because we have 4 steps that we're going to go over today to bring everybody up to speed and to make sure that we're in compliance not only with our team, which is, as I understand, headed by Mr. Chris Lamont, and our direct upline, which is Mrs. Susan Bentley. And both of them are awesome networkers, and they're very, very experienced in this industry. And they are very, very, very fluent in this whole game of network marketing. This is a business, a true business, a great business, and a great time to be a part of this business, as you all know. Miss Susan Bentley, our direct, is phenomenal. She's just phenomenal. Not only working the phone, but in mentoring us to be successful within this business. And one thing we have to do, number one, is to stay in touch not only with me, but with Miss Susan Bentley. We have to get in touch with her, keep her in the loop, at least once a day, if not more. But if you can't do that every other day, it's imperative that we actually stay in touch with her because she's the mother hen taking care of her chicks, so to speak. We're going to be staying in touch with her, keeping her in the loop because she's going to guide us to be successful within this business. I'm a true believer of that. Trust me, I'm a true believer of that. She is excellent. If we follow the guideposts that she sets before us, we're going to be okay. Okay, now, hopefully you're in the back office. Here's what I want you to do. Number one is we're going to go into, we're on the page now. Let's go into our web address. Let's look at our web addresses here. Okay. Obviously, do not spam. Here's our corporate website, myvalentus.com. In my case, it's RJTeam1. Okay. And we have landing pages here, orderslimroast.com/RJTeam1. This is very, very comprehensive, folks, in our back office. This company is actually setting things on 90-95% autopilot for us. We're just going to have to follow the rules and follow the steps and take baby steps doing this, but just keep moving. The key is to keep moving in the right direction. Here's another one, getslimwithcoffee.com. In my case, RJTeam1. Go through your websites, take a look. Here's something that's very, very important. When we're on the calls and they say, show the movie, this is one of them that they're talking about, the Valentus movie. It's about 4 minutes and some change. Very, very, very comprehensive. It gives all of the facts that we need to know. And for people, sharp people, to make a decision and joining up with us and partnering with us to take this thing to the next level. And of course, our landing pages here, which are in our back office. experiencevalentus.com/RJTeam1 in my case. And the other one, the valentustour.com, RJTeam1. Fill out the form. The information's there. They're being placed in the power line, so to speak, and they're going to be sent emails from the company, which is going to promote not only the company but the opportunity as well. This is a retail page, slimroastretail.com, for folks who don't want to be a part of the business but would actually want to try our tremendous products and get into not only lose weight but to get healthy again. Okay. Now, number two is we want to go into training, which is training website is actually we have to go up here to training. Okay. Now, in our training website, there are 4 steps to building a massive organization. It's very, very important that we actually follow the steps here. We're going to have to follow the steps here because it's going to be imperative that we follow the steps to do what the company says. See, what we have to understand is this is a system, a proven system, and the method, the proven method that we have to follow is going to take us to the top. We can't be deviating too far from the path, or guess what? We're going to fall in a ditch. Okay, then we're going to have to call somebody to pull us out. You know how the story goes. I've been there. I know it's a lot of driven cars in the ditch, but I myself have fallen in the ditch. Sometimes I have to call Susan to get me out of this ditch because I think I can do it on my own way. Can't do it. It's really not going to work. I don't suggest you do it your way. I suggest that we follow the system that's been put here in front of us, and we should be successful in that. Now, let's take a look at this thing, okay? 4 steps to building a business. Now, I want you to punch on that. Just 4 steps to building a massive organization, okay? We have to actually look at this 4 steps. It's very, very self-explanatory, but I want you to read through this. Read through this every at least once or twice a week to familiarize yourself with what's really going, to really establish in your mind and to burn in your mind that this is actually something, this is serious business, folks. We know what's going on out there. The economy's tanking. There are a lot of things that's going on around us that we can't really control, but we can control this. Number 1, use the product. Be a product of the product. Be a product of the product. Okay, we know what that is. We take the coffee, we drink it. We take a trim. That's going to curb our appetite. You know the story. Read the ingredients. Read what each particular product does. That way, you're going to be intelligent enough to answer some questions that might be asked of you if we're out there in the field giving samples and talking about it. Okay. Number 2, drive traffic to your website. This is very, very, very important. We do this certain and different ways. I'm going to talk about that at a later date. Once we familiarize ourselves with everything that's going on here, although the system does 95% of the work, this means we still 5% is on us, on you, on all of us to become successful. I'm going to help you all become successful and making money and just being overall healthy. And by doing that, I myself will become successful. Number 3, follow up. Now, here's the kicker, follow up. One thing we're going to have to understand is that in our follow-up, there's a follow-up script that it's going to be important for us to pay attention to. You click on the follow-up script, and you're going to see certain things to say once we start making our own calls, okay? Once we start following up to our prospects, we're going to be talking about lead programs that we can actually join and subscribe to. Some of us have already done it. I commend you those, and we're going to follow up. And we're going to actually stay close to this thing because this is going to be a real make it or break it point within our business. Okay, so we're going to stick with the script. But for now, what we're going to do, we don't know this company well enough to really fly, but we're going to have to have somebody flying this for us. We're going to have to kind of co-pilot and be passengers on this plane, to use that as a metaphor, because we think we know where we're going, but we don't really know how to get there. Let's let somebody else take us and show us how to get. That way we can come back and we can fly around. We always need training. Right now we have the training wheels on. We've all worked other companies. I'm well aware of that. We've all been part of other companies that have good products. I'm well aware of that. This one's a little bit different. This is very, very serious here. There's some serious money to be made within using this system here. The comp plan is phenomenal. If you check the comp plan, if you haven't, I suggest you look at the videos on the comp plan, because the comp plan is phenomenal. I think this is a keeper, okay? All right, let's go back to the screen. Now, what we're going to do here is I go back to actually number 4. The rotator. Let's look at that right quick. The rotator. Our rotator should be set to the left. I repeat, rotator is set to the left. We will be instructed on when to set it to the right. Again, we're going to have to follow instructions on this one. This is this is crucial to the template that we're going to be following, the rules of success that we're going to be following, that this company and our upline is setting, because they're doing it, they're successful. We're going to have to follow the lead on this one. We'll be told to set it to the right. Right now, we're set it to the left. Okay? Now, last but not least, we're going to have to talk about our loyalty purchase. What is our loyalty? Some people call it auto ship. This company, I was told, calls it our loyalty purchase. All right? Those of us who bought the Business Builder Pack, who were fortunate enough to get in with the Business Builder Pack, we have to set our loyalty purchase at the 3-pack, the 3-box. Okay? We have to do that to keep our rank and to keep our points. Okay? That's one thing that was told to me, and I'm explaining. I'll let Susan explain it all the way. While I'm just following the instructions. This is what we have to do. Okay? And those of us that we bring into the business, we want to bring them in with the Business Builder Pack, 16 boxes, because that way they don't leave any money on the table. It's very, very important that we know how this works. Again, staying in touch with your upline, get your questions answered, and you would understand this thing just a little better. Each day, there's something new and something more beneficial to us to help us grow. Okay? For right now, I think we want to kind of back out of this to, I think we have enough to kind of bring us up to speed and study and be very, very proficient in learning these little 3-4 areas right now. And then we'll move on next week to something a little more, not complicated, but to go another level, a little deeper. Okay? Because this is serious business, folks. Okay? I want you guys to understand that this isn't a game. This is business. And me, myself, I'm a renegade. I know that. Most of you who know me know that I am. I'm a renegade. I'm used to doing things my way. But I had to be set down by Miss Susan Bentley. I've been yelled at and scolded at her. I got to do this the way, which is their way. Okay? Then, when I grow some legs, maybe I can start swinging at the bats, swinging at the balls that I want to swing. Right now, I got to listen to the coaches. Because the main thing here, don't want to hit it out the park here. We just want to get on base right now. You understand me? I think that's very, very important. So we're going to follow instructions. Again, go through what we just did. You can look at this video as many times. I'm going to keep it sweet and short. It was a little long today because this was the first one. The next one is going to be just little nuggets. Okay? All right. With that, I want to say thank you, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.